Let's dive into the most jaw-dropping, top-trending WWE news picks that are guaranteed to blow your mind, including The Undertaker breaks silence on the shocking turn of events involving Cody Rhodes and The Rock. Vince McMahon cannot be completely erased from WWE. WWE is burying Rhea Ripley. Is it too late for The Rock versus Roman Reigns? Triple H helps Cody Rhodes defeat Roman Reigns at Mania by attacking The Rock. Triple H's message to Roman Reigns and The Rock, and more. Let's jump right into it. First of, the Vince McMahon case is controlled by only one individual. WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long believes that the controversial case regarding Vince McMahon will become much clearer if Janelle Grant opens up and shares more details regarding the situation. The former WWE head has been making headlines lately after being accused by former employee Janelle Grant of multiple instances of sexual misconduct, including sex trafficking. Janelle has also named John Laurinaitis as one of the people involved. Surprisingly, Laurinaitis has claimed that he is also a victim in the case rather than an offender. Speaking on Sportskeeda's The Wrestling Time Machine hosted by Mac Davis, legendary journalist Bill Apter predicted how the case may go down in the coming weeks. It's gonna be that whole "you did this, I did not, you did this, you planned it, no you planned it, I wasn't there, I was following orders, just a whole shrugs." Hall of Famer Teddy Long further added that Janelle Grant's testimony could clear things up very easily. It ain't gonna be so much as that. If the girl's on the up and up, she's gonna let you know who was in charge. Next up, Vince McMahon cannot be completely erased from WWE. Despite what the result may be regarding Vince McMahon's allegations, Bill Apter thinks it is impossible to remove every trace of him from WWE. Speaking on Sportskeeda's Unscripted, he stated, "I mean, you can't. You won't be able to erase him. A lot of people, and I am one of them, thank the whole NWO era for McMahon coming up with this whole Attitude Era thing that started beating them. This is amazing. The genius of him to help create this thing in Austin was perfect. Vince McMahon was the best character heel I have ever seen, from the Bret Hart Shawn Michaels screw job all the way forward. As of now, it remains to be seen what the future holds for Vince McMahon." Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, and WWE superstars send love and prayers to Maryse after recent heartbreaking update. The pro wrestling world has rallied behind Maryse after her latest health update, with WWE stars such as Alexa Bliss and Bianca Belair sending their love and support to the former Divas champion. Maryse recently revealed that she was diagnosed with very rare precancer of the ovaries. She noted that she went into laparoscopy surgery a week ago, where the doctor found and removed 11 implants around her uterus, ovaries, and connective tissues around the organs in her abdominal cavity. The implants were identified as serous borderline tumors, which is a very rare precancer of ovaries. The two-time Divas champion is scheduled for total hysterectomy surgery in 4 weeks and is determined to win the battle. Meanwhile, Maryse received love and support from her fellow WWE colleagues such as Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, Natalya, Kathy Kelly, Nia Jax, and many others during the challenging time. Next up, Randy Orton taken out of the Elimination Chamber. During the latest episode of WWE SmackDown, Randy Orton secured his spot in this year's Men's Elimination Chamber match, with the contest winner eventually facing Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 40. For those unaware, during the kickoff segment of the Blue Brand, Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce, accompanied by Triple H, announced a Men's Elimination Chamber match to determine the Visionaries' challenger for the grandest stage of them all. This resulted in 2 qualifying matches on the latest episode of SmackDown, where Drew McIntyre defeated AJ Styles. On the other hand, the Viper emerged as the victor against Sami Zayn during their main event showdown. However, despite being qualified for the 2024 Men's Elimination Chamber match, the Viper is still expected to face a major hindrance in grabbing the World Heavyweight Championship shot. The hindrance is none other than former NXT North American champion Solo Sikoa, who might cost Randy Orton the victory during the 2024 Men's Elimination Chamber match. The potential scenario that might unfold could see the Enforcer making his entry in the Men's Elimination Chamber match when a superstar gets eliminated from the contest. During that moment, the cage structure opens up, leading to the arrival of Solo in the match and eventually delivering a Samoan spike to the Viper. This will be a similar instance that fans witnessed last year when Logan Paul entered into the Elimination Chamber match without even participating and attacked Seth Rollins. A match between Solo Sikoa and Randy Orton is heavily speculated among fans, especially after the Enforcer cost the Legend Killer from winning the undisputed WWE Universal Championship at the 2024 Royal Rumble. Additionally, if the scenario comes to fruition, it will eventually set up a match between the two at WrestleMania 40. Following up, Randy Orton is set to create history at the Elimination Chamber 2024. After securing his position in the traditional Men's Elimination Chamber match, Randy Orton is already set to create history, as he would become the first superstar to have 9 appearances in this brutal structure. Earlier, former WWE superstar Chris Jericho held the top position with 8 appearances in the Men's Elimination Chamber match. However, Orton is now all set to break this record, marking his 9th appearance in the traditional match this year. Randy Orton and World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins already have a great history of matches against each other. Even the RKO delivered by the Viper to the Visionary during WrestleMania 31 was marked as one of the greatest RKOs from the Apex Predator. It will be interesting to witness what will happen when Randy Orton once again enters into the cage structure at this year's Elimination Chamber Premium Live event. Are you excited about the Elimination Chamber 2024? Rhea Ripley set to be squashed by Nia Jax in her upcoming WWE title match. A veteran believes that Rhea Ripley may be squashed in her title match at the WWE Elimination Chamber Premium Live event. The Eradicator is scheduled to face Nia Jax on February 24, 2024 in Perth, with the Women's World Championship on the line. On last week's episode of WWE Raw, Nia and Ripley came face-to-face to engage in a brawl. Surprisingly, it was Nia who came out on top and left a crumpled Ripley on the mat. Speaking on Sportskeeda's The Wrestling Time Machine hosted by Mac Davis, Bill Apter expressed the belief that Nia would squash the Judgment Day member. It is time for me to go into my Grand Wizard and say that Nia Jax has squashed Rhea Ripley several times, and at the Elimination Chamber, Nia Jax will squash Rhea Ripley and take that belt. And you know what? Rhea Ripley in character won't say it, but she fears Nia Jax, and I think Nia Jax will take the belt, and then man, oh man, WrestleMania. The rematch where Rhea Ripley, who now becomes a fan-favorite heel, gets the opportunity to win the belt back from Nia Jax. WWE is burying Rhea Ripley. According to Vince Russo, Rhea Ripley's match with Ivy Nile made the Judgment Day member look unnecessarily weak. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Legion of Raw, Russo jokingly stated that even he could take down Rhea Ripley at this point. He stated, "Oh, I believe anybody could take Rhea out after tonight. I may make a comeback and take Rhea out. After watching tonight, and especially when they're putting over that Ivy is 5'2", the announcers are actually putting that over, and then she goes 50-50 with Rhea Ripley. Anybody can beat Rhea Ripley now," he said. As of now, it remains to be seen exactly what the future holds for Rhea Ripley in WWE. Is it too late for The Rock versus Roman Reigns? The Rock versus Roman Reigns was recently rumored to headline WrestleMania 40, and fans heavily criticized the booking. Many in the WWE universe rallied behind Cody Rhodes, expressing their desire to see him compete in the main event of the show's shows. At WrestleMania 40 kickoff, Cody Rhodes took a shot at Reigns and The Rock's grandfathers, resulting in the Great One slapping the American Nightmare. By the end of the press conference, Triple H confirmed Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for the main event of WrestleMania 40. However, that doesn't mean it's too late to bring book the Great One against the Tribal Chief. The Rock has been brought back to WWE to add star power to the grandest stage of them all. While having the Hollywood megastar feud against Reigns may not be a favorable idea right now, he can still play a crucial role in the Bloodline storyline. The People's Champion can be the Tribal Chief's biggest ally ahead of WrestleMania, and sow the seeds for the latter's face turn. The Rock versus Roman Reigns is about who sits at the head of the table and not necessarily about the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Their potential match could mark the conclusion of the Bloodline story. The Great One is currently a despised heel in the eyes of many fans, and the company could capitalize on it and book Reigns' face turn. At WrestleMania 40, the Great One might betray his cousin, allowing the Tribal Chief to become a fan-favorite star for the first time in years. The angle could also position the Bloodline as the top babyface faction in WWE. Reigns and his cousin's year-long rivalry could then culminate at next year's shows, which might be the latter's final match inside the squared circle. Next up, Triple H helps Cody Rhodes defeat Roman Reigns at Mania by attacking The Rock. We are firmly on the road to WrestleMania, and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship has been made official. However, it won't be easy for the American Nightmare to finish his story, as the Tribal Chief and The Rock seem to have joined hands and stand in the way of Rhodes as a united front. The game wasn't too happy with being commanded by The Rock, now a board member of TKO Group Holdings, WWE's parent company. At WrestleMania 40, The Rock may interfere during Rhodes versus Reigns in an effort to help Reigns retain the championship. However, WWE Hall of Famer and Chief Creative Officer Triple H could intervene and neutralize The Rock by attacking him. While Triple H is retired and not clear to compete or take bumps, he could still punch the Brahma Bull, taking him out of the equation. This could lead to Rhodes using the distraction to beat Roman Reigns and become the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. But it is important to note that this is only a speculation, and Triple H's health status is not public, and it may not be advisable for the game to involve himself in any physical activity. Triple H's message to Roman Reigns and The Rock. Triple H delivered a harsh message to both individuals belonging to the esteemed Samoan wrestling lineage during last week's episode of WWE SmackDown. The game aimed The Rock and Reigns, singling out The Rock for his behavior resembling that of an authority figure making decisions. He delivered a cutting promo, mocking The Rock's catchphrase by stating that his approval doesn't sway the outcome. He unequivocally asserted his sole authority within WWE, emphasizing that neither Roman Reigns nor The Rock held that power. The audience cheered at the jabs directed at the Brahma Bull and the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, sparking anticipation for the unfolding events. The Undertaker breaks silence on the shocking turn of events involving Cody Rhodes and The Rock. While speaking on the 6 Feet Under with Mark Calloway podcast, The Undertaker also shared his thoughts on The Rock and Cody Rhodes fighting for headlining the Showcase of Immortals, stating that either outcome will be acceptable. There be that side of me that says this good for business, Rock versus Reigns. I mean, this is the biggest star, Dwayne Johnson, in the world, right? But I, Cody Rhodes, am the one that goes out and grinds every weekend of every year. Man, that's what makes everything so cool. That's what makes it real. It's unfortunate, like I said, but man, WrestleMania is going to be fire, he said. While Roman and Rock may not be happy with Cody's decision, Triple H has made it clear that the final power rests with him, and the American Nightmare will face the Bloodline leader at WrestleMania XL.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted.